What's up, guys? Tonight, finally gonna bring the trailer back to Jose's. The trailer that we use all the time, both from the Philly Auto Show, which was before I even started vlogging earlier this year, and the trailer that we use for the drift event. It's my buddy Jose, so shout out Jose for always letting me use the trailer. It comes in handy so much. So we're gonna bring the trailer back to Jose's with the Trailblazer, and then I'm gonna bring the car back up in the driveway. It's been sitting out in the street since the event. Bring it out in the driveway, and I'll kind of go over the things that I need to change and adjust and check out, which we'll do in another video. And we'll see where the night takes us. I think Kenric might be pulling the trans in the E36 because his clutch isn't working. So he's going to try and figure out why his clutch isn't working. So we may go over there and pay them a visit, but this time of the year, it starts to get dark way too early. I mean, by the time I get home, I eat dinner, it's basically the sun's down. So that's that.
This is a Ryan Little production.
All right, so 3000's back in the driveway. I actually almost forgot that it only had first gear right now. So I almost let the clutch out to let it idle in the street and warm up for a little bit. But the car started moving, and then I remembered that I'm only in first gear right now. At the track, as I mentioned in my last video, we put the car in second to run on the track, but then what we did was we put it in first gear to load it back up on the trailer and take it off the trailer and all that. So first gear. I have shifter cables coming. They will be on the way shortly. So the damages. The biggest one, and you guys saw in the last video, I have the flash on, which is less than ideal, but it works. So you guys saw in the last video that Reese mentioned that my handbrake was too loose. So it wasn't this loose before, I swear. There's just that much play in the bracket that allows it to move like this, and that's what we're gonna have to clean up. Also, this panel right here was perfectly flat when we start the day, but as you saw when Reese was pulling the e-brake, it was a perfect example to show that a lot of stress was going on this panel right here, and it actually lifted the whole thing up. He bent both sides. So ideas for the bracket are basically going to be to weld directly to the drive shaft tunnel. My issue on this is that it's lower than a typical like 240 or something like that has a higher trans tunnel. So we're going to make something work, and I'm to the point where if it means cutting my center console and doing a full-blown box, then that's what we're going to have to do. My concern was that it wouldn't match like the vinyl or leather or whatever this is on the center console, but I think what I'm going to try and do is if I do end up cutting it, I'm going to wrap the whole center console in the black suede that my rear panels are wrapped in. That way I can wrap whatever kind of box we do in black suede and it'll match. Another thing I've noticed that took a bit of a hit is that right here on the fuel tank actually hit the ground when I went off the track. Not good, but not really avoidable. The shield for it is kind of bent up, but that shield is meant for protecting it from going straight over things, not backwards over things. I mean, all in all, I can't complain with the damage that the car has, and after doing a track event. I mean, the car that I built basically from the ground up survived a track event all day, aside from a shifter cable, which was something that was far out of our control and not something that I ever really had my hands on. My wiring held up, the motor swap itself held up, everything held up as I had expected it to. So I'm really happy about that, and I really can't complain. Next up, there is an event around Thanksgiving that I'm realistically not going to make it to, just because of the cost of the parts that I'm going to do to this, change it up, and just that it's like 18 days away. Really, realistically not going to make it to that event. There is an event in December. I'm thinking about trying to do it, but I mean, I really want to get back out on track, but I really need to start wrapping the car and cleaning out the garage and all this stuff here, so that I can get the car wrapped and hopefully try and get into the Philly Auto Show again this year like I did last year. So that is kind of what I'm going to be shifting my focus to. I'm not saying that the December event, sleigh ride, is completely like no chance, but the focus is going to be on getting the car prepped and cleaned up for the Philly Auto Show, so that hopefully we can have a chance at getting into that show again this year. All right, so we're here at Kenric's finally. Even though I started doing this a while ago, I'd been here for 10 minutes, half hour, dropping 45 minutes, dropping his trans. I was too busy helping and being a good friend that I didn't have a chance to do this. So it's just 2 bell housing bolts and the trans mount on the back side, and it should drop. And hopefully a bunch of clutch pieces and hardware fall out of it at the same time when he pulls it down. So we will see as to why he had no clutch last weekend.
13 up there?
You could probably send this thing down without that. No, you probably can't.
Ow!
Yo, is it steaming? It looked like it was steaming.
Yeah,
maybe that was
on
your
my
skin. Which one is it? This one?
Yeah, well, I think I just threw it. Go ahead, grab it. Yep, that's it.
Oh boy.
Guys, it's hot. Don't touch it.
It's just toasty.
Why they're not? Holy shit, this is hot too.
Whew. I don't know why I'm doing it. It's just, wow. It is, oh wow, that is hot, yeah.
Touch it again. See what happens. We're cooking breakfast on this.
Crack an egg.
I can't hear you left.
It gets worse when I don't talk.
Alright.
Think about it.
How to undo T56 F5. I think I know what the problem is.
Better?
No. This is the wrong transmission for the car.
Wow. Thanks, man.
Sick jokes.
Dad joke. Could be a while.
Jesus. So I was gonna go to bed tonight in no pain.
Sorry.
Washed my hands, thought I was done with it. Not the case. Because now
I'm never in these vlogs.
the TR6060 is out from the
I just
BMW.
want to be famous like Mike DeFusco.
So from the outside, the clutch looks all right. It's just,
Instagram's going.
it's just taking this plate off. Oh, dude, this thing's beat.
Really?
It's pretty damn close. You're almost to the rivet right here. You're very close to the rivets.
Yeah, but this should still last. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying this is your reason for not being able to shift. I'm just saying that.
yeah, well, I slipped it a lot at the last event to try to get it.
Hold on, you're definitely due for a new clutch.
Yeah, I would not put it back in. It's not worth that.
No. But I mean, dude, the springs look fine.
Get a twin disc this time. Very wavy.
So I kind of filmed a mishmash of videos all throughout, like late last week and this weekend. So Kenric's house the other night, we pulled the trans, looked at the clutch a little bit, and we couldn't really figure out a reason why his clutch isn't, his clutch pedal isn't really working. It might be a master cylinder issue, but he's going to replace the clutch in it anyway, since the clutch disc was kind of worn down. It was just about to the rivets. I mean, there's 2 seasons of driving on it, so it's definitely been through a lot. So then on Friday night, I think? Yeah, Friday night, I decided to break out the vinyl wrap and start wrapping my car. And one thing led to another, and I'm like almost halfway done my car. So the color that I decided to go with is Grigio Telesto. It's like a slate gray color from Vivid Vinyl. I've been working Friday night. I did the front fender, and then Yesterday I did the pillar and the roof. There's some water on the roof, but pillar and the roof. And then I also was able to do the rear quarter and the end cap on the corner of the car right here. I peeled the plastic dip off the top part of the wing. What I decided to do is wrap the top of the wing in gray and then peel all the plastic dip here and leave that black to kind of contrast a little bit. And then today I did the hood. Still have to do the blisters and the headlights. But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm really a fan of the color. I know it's a popular color right now. As far as the wrap, it's not like 100% perfect because I've never wrapped anything this size in my life before. But it's it now has a huge handprint on it, but it's getting there. I think it looks good. The car will look a lot better being all one color, one shade, all that. It might have its imperfections up close, but I mean, at the end of the day, I like to go to car shows, but this car is built for the street. It's going to get beat up and scratched and, you know, have its dings and things like that. Before I move forward on the passenger side door, I want to try and get that dent right there PDR'd, just to kind of get it cleared up. And yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's coming out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys like the color or not, or if it won't be a good look on the car. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like and subscribe. It's really been cool to see how much this channel has grown over the last 6 months since I've started regularly doing videos and the vlogs and all that. So like, subscribe, and I'm gonna try and get something else out this week. You know, working on the car and whatever we can get our hands into. So I'll see you guys next time.